Hey guys, it's Time Jumping Weather here, back with a brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about that winter storm Oaklee forecast, or the amount of snow that you could be expecting from the storm. Now, let's first expect or interpret how this storm is going to play out. So here we go. Right now, current conditions, we have a lot of rainfall in the southeast, some snow showers moving in toward the mid-Atlantic, and also some of that sleet too. But here's the actual storm right there. These two energies will combine right here near the Great Lakes, which is where we can finally expect our first low pressure system to form. Light to moderate snow showers appear in these four states, which does include South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. A lot of freezing rain and sleet for places of Texas, Arkansas, and Missouri, and then a lot of heavy snowfall for Illinois. So these two energies will combine finally through midday today, or maybe in the afternoon. This will be very, very intense in terms of the freezing rain here. Wow, that is very, very heavy as it does push its way through. Now, we could be expecting light to moderate snowfall for the Great Lakes, and also some heavy snowfall moving in toward New York, and all the freezing rains start to diminish a little bit, and some of that sleet moving in. So we do have some of that mixing starting to happen toward New York City, because we're going to transition from snow to sleet to freezing rain, and then finally just regular rain. And here we go, the southern coast of New England will be expecting some mixing on the south shores as the storm progresses forward, because this storm is taking a more of a clipper track, but it kind of looks like a Miller B nor'easter when you think about it, because this is not a normal snowstorm that you would have. This is a type of snowstorm that you would probably have very early winter or late winter, and right now we are close to pretty much a little bit after the middle of winter. So we are starting that transition going into warmer temperatures in the spring for the east, and also cold air for the west, but that pattern will shift earlier, or will shift in terms of mid-March. So, playing the storm out, we have some mixing here, and then finally we close it out with just snow again, as we do have that cold front moving right behind it, putting some cold air down to some places, and that will close out the storm with just a few snow showers lingering. So, here we go. The only reason why this storm will have some mixing or more freezing rain than normal is because we have cold air pushing behind it, and cold air already existing in the northeast, which is why we're going to have a little bit of an umbrella shaped of snow, and then more of a little bit of an arrow where warm air is just trying to punch it into this system, trying to literally try to break through the snow, but it can't really because there isn't enough moisture. And obviously up here you're not going to experience a lot of snow because, well, none of that rain or precipitation will meet you. So this does close out, as we've been talking about, moving on to the snowfall accumulations. We do have some snowfall on the ground in some places, mostly a coating to an inch in a lot of places. That does include Nebraska and South Dakota, and also Kansas. Missouri does have a little bit more snowfall throughout today. And then we have a lot of that heavy snowfall finally moving it through the southern parts of the Great Lakes, and also the northern parts of the Ohio Valley. And then we have more intensification going on with the system, bringing more snowfall to the northeast. Now, as you can see here, wow, just look at that mixing going on in the south, which is why we're going to lower the snowfall totals as more south you go, and also obviously lower it as the more you go up, because the storm is not going to go that north to affect a lot of places, such as all the way up here in northern Minnesota or northern Maine. And most of that snowfall does occur in the areas or the borders of New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont. That's where I expect the most snowfall to happen in this period of time. So now we are going to move on to the total snowfall forecast from me. And yeah, this is it. This is our snowfall forecast, coating to an inch in a lot of places, stretching through a lot of these areas. Northern Maine, the separated part of Michigan, through central Minnesota, also through the southeast of North Dakota, moving into Wyoming, I believe, or this would be Colorado, and Wyoming up here, and also Kansas. Gonna see more of that freezing rain, so no snowfall for you. Northern Missouri, and also mid Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, northern Pennsylvania, and northern New Jersey, and also Long Island. Now, 1 to 3 inches for a lot of areas. This is going to be our most widespread over here in the western part of where the storm is going to affect. And that does include Michigan, Minnesota, South Dakota, also Nebraska with that. Iowa's also in there. Iowa could be getting some up to 6 inches possible, but it's going to be lower than that. Chicago does look at in through 1 to 3 inches over there, and also northern parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Basically, the northern Ohio Valley could be expecting anywhere from just a coating to probably 4 or 5 inches. And then moving on, we have the southern coast of New England and cutting across very, very northern Pennsylvania, or just the border of New York and Pennsylvania. And here we go with the 3 to 6 regions, which will affect mostly Iowa. In here with the largest area, and also up here with New York, New Hampshire, and Vermont, and also southern Maine, because most of that moisture doesn't make it all the way up there. And also right on the brink here, we have Boston right in between the 3 to 6 to 6 to 10, so basically half a foot there. And also cutting across southern New York, and very, very slivered of a line right here as we look through the 6 to 10 inches over here, which does affect places south of Chicago, and also a little bit above Indianapolis and way above Columbus, Ohio. Then we do have finally the 6 to 10 inch regions over here in the northeast, which does include most of New York, and then mid to south, basically mid Vermont, mid New Hampshire, the coastal regions of New England in the eastern part, and then northern Massachusetts. And then finally we have the 10 to 15 inches region, which does include northwestern Massachusetts, southern Vermont, southern New Hampshire, and then finally eastern New York, central eastern New York. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, as you will be expecting this storm to be very widespread, especially with at least low amounts, but the higher amounts will be affecting the northeast. So that is basically it for today's video. Yes, as I already said that, but yeah, hopefully you stay safe, and especially people in the freezing rain, please be safe when you're out on the roads, and make sure that you drive very, very safely as you travel. And also flights will be canceled, so you better be aware of that. So stay safe, everyone. This is Tide Interpreting Weather out.